Hi, it's Ilse Carlson here. With a lot of back catalog titles finally getting 4K Ultra High-Def releases, I'm going back in time and checking out a lot of those 90s action thrillers that I may have missed the first time around. One such movie is what we're looking at today, starring Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone. This is Demolition Man. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. This, of course, being a limited edition release from the always great Arrow video. Great close-up of the cover art there with our two heroes and the tagline, "The future isn't big enough for the both of them." Side of the spine. Back cover. Underneath you have the logo for the film on that side. Top and bottom are just plain, as is the spine. And here you got the SAPD logo there, the San Angeles Police Department as seen in the film. And you get the motto there, "Be well." So what do we get in this package? First of all, we actually get two stickers, and these look very nice. You got the "Life is Hell" graffiti as seen in the film. And you have another one of the 3 seashells. If you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. We do get a pretty good-sized booklet, which seems to be par for the course with these Arrow Deluxe editions. You have the morality violation ticket coming out there. Of course, a lot of those are seen in the film for obvious reasons. You get some nice, lengthy essays here, some cool photos from the production. Info on the production credits and the restoration on the back page there. We get a poster as well. We have the Arrow video cover art on this side, and we have the more vintage style art on this side. There is reversible art on the disc case. I went ahead and reversed that, so it's that more vintage style art. And we're not done yet. We got a few more goodies inside the package. Here we get an ad for the film from Arrow, and on this side there's an ad for their streaming service. The art cards all have that same art on the back. And so here you get various pieces of art from the film. And then here we have our actual 4K Ultra High-Def disc. And I got to give my usual disclaimer. This is a 4K disc only and does not include a Blu-ray copy of the film. Therefore, all images you see in this review are taken from Google searches. They are not screen caps, and they do not reflect the quality of this release. The future isn't big enough for the both of them. Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes go head-to-head in this classic sci-fi action blockbuster from Joel Silver, the producer of Die Hard and The Matrix. In 2032, arch-criminal Simon Phoenix awakens from a 35-year deep freeze in cryo prison to find a world where crime is almost non-existent, a serene utopia ripe for the taking. When the police no longer equipped to deal with his 90s-style brutality, they revive Demolition Man Sergeant John Spartan, the no-holds-barred police officer unjustly sentenced to cryo prison who originally took Phoenix down. Old-school cop against old-school criminal, settling their scores on the streets of San Angeles. The future won't know what hit it. With a script co-written by Daniel Waters and a supporting cast that includes Dennis Leary, Benjamin Bratt, and Sandra Bullock in her breakout role, Demolition Man is an awesome mix of action and humor. If there's one thing I love in my sci-fi movie experiences, it's seeing very dated visions of what the future would look like. These are always a ton of fun. Demolition Man came out back in 1993 with its initial scenes set in 1996, which at the time probably seemed like it was pretty far away, and then the bulk of the movie taking place in the year 2032. The movie is set in a utopia where police, of course, aren't equipped to deal with crime and dangerous violent criminals for the simple reason that they just don't really exist anymore in that time period. And when a criminal from the 1990s, played by Wesley Snipes, comes back to life from his cryo sleep and begins wreaking havoc and destruction in the future, of course, the only alternative is to get the Demolition Man out, a cop played by Sylvester Stallone, who, of course, had been wrongfully incarcerated due to Phoenix's past actions. And it's not long before all hell breaks loose on the streets of San Angeles, but there might be things that are more than meets the eye here. This vision of the future is a lot of fun, and at times it's laugh out loud hilarious. We even live in a world where profanity has been banned, and every time someone curses, a ticket just happens to print out. And it's become such a desensitized world that Sex doesn't even involve physical touching and kissing anymore, and only one restaurant actually survived the franchise wars that apparently occurred between the real world time and when this movie is set. More on that in a minute. Needless to say, Stallone and Snipes give great performances here. As far as 90s actioners go, this is certainly a lot of fun. But Sandra Bullock probably gives the best performance in the movie, being a woman who lives in 2032 but is obsessed with 90s culture, and of course is even more obsessed when she finds herself able to actually meet a cop from the 1990s. And you get plenty of fantastic supporting parts as well, including Dennis Leary portraying the leader of an underground gang in a place that's not part of the utopia that they refuse to join for reasons that I won't go into here for spoilers' sake. And there's even a very young, uncredited Rob Schneider playing one of the police dispatchers in the film. I do love this movie. Even though this was my first time seeing it, I've definitely fallen in love with it instantly, and I have no doubt I'll be watching this one a lot in the future. The movie even features a musical score from Elliot Goldenthal. He's the guy that would go on to score Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Even if those movies get a mixed reception, of course, Goldenthal's score is one of the best things about them. Demolition Man actually looks very good for its 4K Ultra High Def debut here, and I'm not disappointed at what I see. The one thing you have to keep in mind, though, is a movie like this does have a lot of special effects shots, and those understandably aren't going to hold up the best, but for the most part, everything here gets a nice boost. I'm not disappointed with what I see here, and I think longtime fans of Demolition Man will be very happy to have the film on 4K. It certainly holds up as far as this transfer goes. And there are quite a few bonus features on the disc, including some newer stuff and vintage stuff. We get both cuts of the movie, the Taco Bell American cut and the Pizza Hut International cut. So it's a pretty packed package. Arrow, once again, has done a bang-up job here. I do love sci-fi movies that have very dated, very comical visions of the future, and I also love 90s actioners. Demolition Man certainly delivers in both categories, and Arrow Video's done fantastic here. Very highly recommended. How about you? Are you a fan of Demolition Man? Do you think this is Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone at their best? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos, and make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.